What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard. Trading Live with Bubba. It is Tuesday the 12th, and markets are a little bit quiet still. I think that we're kind of waiting for the CPI and that kind of information because volume is still a little bit light, a little bit inactive, but there is some movement, and certainly markets are slightly lower. Russell under a little bit more pressure than anything else. But we really don't have any really enough volume anywhere to get involved right now. So again, we'll continue to watch and be ready. We had a nice winning trade on Thursday when we were last together. But let's go to our list and see what's going on. And of course, one of the things you may want to look at, just if you traded Bitcoin, extremely overbought. Again, it's a little bit more dangerous, obviously, but it's something to consider. I'm personally short Bitcoin. I am not telling you to do so, but I did sell it, and I do own it as well. I mean, I own Bitcoin, but I sold the futures as a trade. But as we look at the stocks that we watch every day, Apple is still just hovering near the bottom. Really came off, so really not much for us to do in here. Amazon certainly would be one I would be selling. We talked about it last week ahead of the earnings, and certainly I would look to sell it now. I am already short it, so I'm not going to add to it, but I would sell like the 207, whatever, 207, 210, something like that as a spread. Again, I'm not looking to put on massive positions and get short. I'm looking to try to capture some of the premium as we sit back. Okay. Coin certainly extremely overbought. It's already come back $11 today, but remember the stock went from 180 to 340 in 5 days. Okay, you're going to see some pullback. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we pulled back to 272 or so. I think that again, you'd want to look at how you want to play it. Now, this is a very interesting and decision that you have to make. Do you want to be actually short in a position and create a synthetic put, or do you want to just try to collect the premium? Okay. Hold on one second. Hold on one second for me. I'll be right with you. Okay, so that is a decision. Again, I can't give you the answer to that decision. It depends on your risk tolerance. It depends on what you want to do. But certainly, there is a higher probability that it will come down. Okay, so that would be something that you'd want to look at. Crowd, very similar, still overbought. Certainly, I would look to be a seller here as well. Again, we are bumping up against some big numbers. CPI tomorrow, PPI on Thursday, retail sales on Friday. But I can't imagine that those numbers can be good news to the market. The market has not made any dramatic changes here as to where it wants to go. So we can't really get a feel for if they priced in good or bad numbers right now. So I just believe that there's a higher probability of a small pullback. Remember, if we sold off 100 points in the S&P, that would have zero effect on the overall trend anyways. So again, it's not like the trend's going to change, but a 2 to 3% sell-off would be natural, which happens many times during the year. Okay. But crowd, I would certainly look at. In fact, I'm going to look at it right now while I'm with you. Hold on. Let's go check it out. Crowd. CRWD. Okay, and I'm going to sell for Friday. I'm going to sell the 337, 340, 337.50, 340. I'm going to sell it for $1.05. Okay, I'm going to sell it for $1.05. 337.50, 340. It's out of the money. It can go up 70, 80 cents before I have any worry at all. And I do expect it to continue lower. And of course, Meta continues to be stuck in consolidation. Again, we did not want to trade this, but you can see it bounced exactly where it should be. It should come back down to the bottom. Eventually, it'll break out of this range. When, I don't know, but you can certainly sell the tops and buy the bottoms while you're waiting, because it is a $40. It is a $40 move either way, so that would certainly work out okay. Google, very much overbought. Okay, certainly Google, I would be looking to sell as well. In fact, let's go take a peek, and I'll look at Google while I'm with you. We'll make some, like I like to do, we make some of these trades together. And again, you don't have to participate. That is, again, I don't want anybody to get themselves in a position that they're not comfortable with. Okay, but I think Google. Let's see, hold on 1 second. I'm going to sell. I'm going to take a minor short position here in Google. Okay, I'm going to sell the 177.50, 182.50 spread. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and sell that and take a little bit of a whack there, a little bit slightly short, a little bit of premium. Again, kind of a mix, kind of a hybrid kind of trade. And IWM, well overbought. Certainly down a little bit today, but still no real worries. And certainly I would not have a problem. In fact, I'm going to look at that one right now as well. Got some action here. Again, I'm willing to go into these numbers, okay, with a position on. Okay, I am not concerned of where we are. For today, the premium is a little bit thin. I'm not going to really earn. Let's see what it looks like for tomorrow. Let's see, 239, 240, 45 cents. Yeah, I could live with that. 239, 240 for tomorrow. Okay, the 14th or the 13th, excuse me, for 45 cents. I could live with that. Okay, and let's get back to here. Moderna, I don't know. I think we're going to stop covering Moderna. It just keeps going down. It's again, it's been oversold for, I don't know, a month. It looks like it's going out of business. So really nothing really to look at here. Microsoft in the middle of nowhere. Nothing to do. We did buy it last week, okay, and sold some spreads for this week. So it looked working out pretty well. MSTR. Now this is interesting. This has been straight up parabolic. Let's see what it looks like on the board. But I certainly would not have a problem with potentially trying to sell some of this. Let's see, for Friday. So if I did the 347.50, 350, not enough credit. Too much high premium. We'll wait. We'll wait on that. I'm not going to force the trade. There is no reason. Let's go back and check our main board and see if anything is happening worthwhile. And you can see there's still a lack of volume. Crude was a potential, but again, I'm not looking for trades that are not really higher probability with some real action to the market. I think that's more important right now. I think sometimes you got to learn to just say no. Okay. Nugget. Now, this is pretty interesting. This is pretty oversold. Gold is down to that 2,600 target we wanted to look at. Let's take a look at Nugget real quick. NUT. Okay, here we would be selling potentially put spreads for Friday. The 39.38, if you're interested, for about 40 cents. It'd be worth looking at. Again, we're not looking to get rich or make big money here. We're looking to grind out some small profits to allow us to keep trading, okay, and to build our accounts. NVIDIA, again, pretty much oversold as it was last week. So we're already in a position. We'll see what happens. We're not getting hurt. We're just not making it's a little bit too close for comfort. The Qs are very much overbought, and let's see what they look like for today. Okay, today we're trading at 5, and I'm up to 12. I'm going to do this for myself. Again, it's a little riskier. I'm going to sell the 513, 514 for 42 cents. Okay. So I'm going to sell it 10 times, try to pick up 400 for today. Okay. I could be wrong, obviously. There's no guarantee, but it is overbought. And I do see the opportunity for some selling pressure. SMCI, again, it's kind of consolidating, kind of came off that oversold condition. So no real reason for me to want to partake in that right now. Let's just go back and check our board, see if anything is appetizing. Okay, so we're not going to get what we need on this bar, but maybe we'll get some acceleration here. But right now, we're not going to get much. Okay, let's go back to looking at this. Square certainly would be a sale. This obviously, I don't know if you're aware of, but it has a lot to do with Bitcoin. That's hence their name Block, which is why they got the big jump as well. But certainly would be one to take a look at, and let's take a peek. What it looks like, what we can do here, if anything. All right, and see, we're trading 87, 88. 87, 88, you can work if you want at 40 cents. Okay. That's up. Again, these are up to you. These are nothing is a guarantee. Okay. These are high probability setups that give us an opportunity to grind out some profit while we're waiting for some real movement. SPY is the same. Okay. Again, certainly worth looking at if you want to play. It would be one that would be certainly worthwhile. Okay, I'm already in, but I will look at it for you to see where we're at. Okay, and for today, 598. It's not going to be enough, so we're going to pass it. There's not enough juice in it right now, so let it go. And Tesla, again, we kind of, again, it's close, but it's already dropped, it's already dropped $22 from the high. So I'm going to just sit back and wait. Win, not much to do. XBI, it's already dropped significantly from where we would have wanted to sell it. And Zoom continues to go against me. I had a couple losers in this, but I'm going to wait and look for another opportunity here. Again, you got to wait. You got to be patient to wait for your opportunities. Let's go back and see if there's anything worth noting here. And the answer is no, not really. This is, again, what you have to wait for. Okay. Again, it's very important that you have enough patience to sit back and wait for opportunity. Okay. Don't force the opportunity, wait for it. Okay. It's a tough business. You're not stealing anything. Okay. But if you can be patient enough to wait for the highest probability setups, you're going to win over time. And that's what you're trying to play for. You're trying to play for the win over time. Okay. So you have to always put yourself and set yourself up in solid positions. And right now, there's nothing really for us to set up. Anything we'd be doing now would be not at the highest amount of probability for us to trade. We would just have to sit back and wait. So again, why should we give up any little edge right now when there isn't very much going on? And I hope that makes sense to everybody, but that's kind of where we're at. So we put on a couple of spreads. We've got a couple of things going, and we'll watch this for a couple of minutes, see if anything does suddenly develop. I don't know that it will or it won't, but certainly we'll be prepared if it indeed does. Okay. And that's something that we're always trying to watch and be prepared for. Okay. And my head just rolled down. I just bought some more coin. Yeah. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. Okay, so again, we have not much really to look at. There's a potential gold. No, there's nothing there. Okay, so we'll watch one more bar and see what it looks like if anything happens. But basically, that's about what I had to say. But we'll see if anything looks like it's going to develop before we call it a day. But just full disclosure, we had 0 trades this morning on our live trading room this morning. So again, that just shows you how slow it is. There were a couple of trades out there that were earlier that some of the members made, but there was nothing official that we did. So we just have this again. We have to sit back and wait and be patient enough to let the markets do what they're supposed to do and let them come to us. And without that, no, we got nothing. And there's no reason. There is no reason for you to force action, force trades. Okay. It is obviously for you to wait and be patient, because that's the only way you're going to ever make any real money. Chasing the market around up and down and just, grinding out nothing, grinding out commission is not the way to make money in this business. So all we got to do is just sit and wait and be prepared for whatever happens. But it does not appear like there's going to be anything happening today. So I think Thursday will be better. We will be back on Thursday. Have a great week. See you on Thursday. And don't forget, every morning I do the market 120. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.